Hello! As you can probably tell by my lack of down jacket and just my general environment. No, I am no longer in Changchun right now. I'm actually as far as you can possibly get from Changchun. I am right in the south of China. I am here in Sanya, which is the beaches area of China, and I'm so happy to be here. Been looking forward to this trip for months now. Today is actually the 31st of December. It is New Year's Eve, so I thought I would pick up my camera today and do a little bit of a vlog of what I get up to. But first, a little bit of a recap of the last few weeks, the last month of my life. It's been, yeah, a bit shite really, to be honest. So Deok and I, along with the rest of China, we got COVID. Deok only got a slightly sore throat. He was a lucky one, but myself, I got all of the symptoms. It really toppled me over. Today is my day 13 of COVID, and I still don't feel 100%. So basically it was wiped out for all of Christmas, which was sad. But you know, Deok and I were able to exchange our gifts, and Deok finally got those Crocs he was hoping for. But unfortunately they were half a size too small, so he could not bring them to Sanya. What a pity, what a pity. Anyway, I ended up testing negative the day before my flight to Sanya, but as it turns out, even if I was still positive, no problem. I could have gotten on the flight, I could have checked into the hotel, because as of now here in China, I can't believe it, but there's no longer any requirement to get a COVID test before entering an airport, getting on a flight, or COVID test for checking into a hotel. No more health codes. It's just such a 180 change. I am still very much getting used to it. Actually, walking into the airport was quite a strange experience. Just arrived at the airport, and it's a very different scene here. Usually there is security guards out here, or you know, barricades asking for people to show their health codes, but today we're just gonna walk right in. And this feels, I have to say, it feels weird. Feels like I've forgotten something. Also, the flight itself was very surreal, for more reasons than one. The first reason was it just felt like a flight full of sick people. There were so many people coughing, everyone was obviously sick, and I reckon at least half the flight was COVID positive. The second reason why that flight was very interesting is I was actually in the in-flight magazine. So absolute craziest out-of-body experience ever. I've just picked out the in-flight magazine and I'm actually in it. I have like I have a 4-page spread in the China Southern magazine. Isn't that crazy? As I sit here in economy, I'm in the magazine. But yeah, today is the first day that I'm feeling, you know, 80% back to normal, 80% back to my normal self. So I thought today I'd get my camera and do a little bit of a New Year's Eve vlog. First I want to show you this amazing hotel room that we're staying in. So this is actually our room that I'm sitting in right now. So on this side you can see our room. I'm not going to show you inside because it's quite messy, you know, things kind of spread and escalate pretty quickly when you arrive in your hotel room. But look at this, private access to the pool. Look, from our hotel room, which we've definitely been taking advantage of. We have these deck chairs out here. Here's Deok, he's chilling here on his deck chair. Next step is taking you guys to breakfast. Buffet breakfast, of course, my favorite part of the day. Let's go. Breakfast time. We are vlogging and we're going to breakfast. And I have to say, the breakfast here does not disappoint. I like to judge a hotel breakfast by the amount of dedicated cooking stations it has, and this hotel has many. First, we have the dumpling station and noodle station, where they make you dumplings, wontons, and noodles fresh, as well as this fried noodle station over here. You've of course got your classic egg station, where they'll make you the style of eggs of your choosing. And check out this sausage. What a sausage. But the station I've been loving the most is this juice station, where there's orange juice and watermelon juice just constantly being refreshed. This is my heaven. So this is my first course. I've started off with my favorite, which is peanut butter and maple syrup on baguette. I'm following it up with a bowl of dumpling soup, and of course a corn. But I definitely went back for many more things. I mean, there's a Chongfen station here. How can I say no? So we are all packed up, ready to go. We're in a cab, got all the essentials, including my big umbrella to protect me from the sun. My skin is so white, especially after many months in Dongbei. So I love that there are all these mountains in Sanya as well. You've got the sea, you've got the mountains.
And so many palm trees.
So many palm trees everywhere. It's so tropical, right?
It's so crazy to think that you're still in China.
Yeah.
It's like, first of all, when we started in Changchun,
yeah,
it was like, oh, you have to take a flight that takes 5 hours to get there.
Yeah.
And you're still in the same country.
We've gone from -20 during the day to 25 during the day, like a 50-degree temperature difference, and we're still in the same country. It's quite crazy to imagine. But yeah, we are on the road. We are heading about 3 kilometers down the road to somewhere called
Hai Bay.
A few minutes later, we had arrived and we immediately really loved the vibe here, especially in the morning before it became too crowded. Lots of boutiques and restaurants and cafes. Got my very lovely coffee to take away and we are heading towards the beach. Very excited to see what this looks like. Whoa. So pretty. The beach was great. You've got a lot of people learning to surf on one side, but there's also nice calm water and less people on the other.
I like it a lot.
Yeah, you've got some umbrellas for some shade, which I'm very excited about. So we got ourselves an umbrella here, and there's a little number to call here if you want to rent it. So I just called it. I don't know how expensive it's going to be. We shall see. A few minutes later, this guy rolled up and let us know it would be 100 RMB to sit here for the day. So the guy wasn't really willing to come down in price, but 100 RMB for an entire day for an umbrella, I think that's pretty good, especially considering like the price you'd pay in, like, for example, Greece or Croatia or Ibiza. What would you pay for an umbrella for a day?
For this setting?
Yeah.
I think almost the same.
The same? Really?
Yeah, like I was just about to say, it's like European standard.
I also find it interesting to see the kind of services offered on the beach in different countries. You know, in Europe, you often see people going around selling sunglasses, but here in China, it's like a different range of services. I saw someone going around on a horse offering like photography, like photo opportunities, a lot of photographers in general taking professional photos of people. And there's a guy going around here actually offering ear cleaning services only in China. Do you want to get your ears cleaned?
Where do you see that?
You can hear him. You hear that? That's ear cleaning. Have you had an ear cleaning before?
I have, but not at the beach.
So we thought, why not? What better way to bring in the new year than with clean ears?
去过成都没有？
我去过成都，对。你是成都的吗？I automatically have more trust in this guy now that I know he's from Chengdu, because Chengdu is like the ear cleaning capital of China. So he's come from Chengdu, so he must know what he's doing.
What's going on here?
Hello! Hello! You've come at an interesting time. Dirk is getting an ear cleaning.
We're walking out like, is that Dirk?
So our friends have arrived. This is Awa. Hi. This is Abdul.
Hello.
Yeah, actually we've got a lot of friends from the Changchun expat community that are actually staying in our same hotel. We've got Germans, Mexicans, Gambians, Australians, a bit of everywhere in the world in our hotel, and we'll all be celebrating New Year's Eve together tonight.
Well, it's very relaxing when he goes in with the feather.
So he seems to clean it and disinfect after every client.
It's good to know.
Yeah. I was also wondering, like, is he using the same one for everyone? I love that you asked this question after. 多少钱来着
48。
在成都是多少钱？
成都30。
30。为什么这里贵一点？
这里消费高嘛。
哦。
租房也贵，这里比成都贵多了。
哦，你喜欢住在三亚吗？
我不喜欢住在三亚，但是我喜欢在这里赚钱。
After we learned he's from Chengdu and sterilizes his equipment, suddenly everyone was keen to get their ears cleaned. Quite an audience here, very interested in this process. I got a bit of FOMO and everyone is getting their ears cleaned, so I've decided I'm going to get mine done too. I'm curious how dirty my ears are because the last time I got an ear cleaning was, what, 4 years ago in Chengdu. And I don't remember liking it very much. I guess that's the reason this video is the most watched video on my channel. I look like a total doofus, but everyone was saying how relaxing and comfortable it is, so let's do this. Ear cleaning round 2. Scheisse, now I remember the feeling. Oh. I was also told that you shouldn't try to move around too much. That's when things get dangerous, so I'm going to try and control my movements. 我的耳朵还是他的耳朵脏？
他的耳脏。
Okay, you film yourself.
Like, I don't know, the two others, they thought it was very comfortable. For me, it's quite unpleasant. Oh, the feather is...
Feather's good, huh?
Oh! It gives me a weird feeling inside.
耳洞小， 耳洞特别小。
First time hearing of this, that my ears are on the smaller side. Anyway, now our ears are fresh and clean, it's time for beer, swimming, and people watching. At some point, it was also time for a snack, and it's going to be my first opportunity to go on a Sanya food adventure. So I actually haven't had any Hainan specialties yet, so we're heading back into like the village area. and want to try and find myself some local snacks. So it says here, 海南特色.
海南特色.
小虾饼. Let's try ourselves a shrimp pancake. It seems to come from a batter here, and you can see like some little tiny shrimps in there, and then it goes in here and it's deep fried. Yeah, it kind of reminds me of a potato fritter, like a deep fried potato fritter, but with a slight saltiness from those prawns. After walking around for a few more minutes, I realized just how many places are selling these shrimp cakes, but most of them also have a big prawn added, so I felt a little ripped off by that. Let's see what else we can find here. We're approaching the main street, where we have quite some food options, also quite some music. Whoa, this is all happening, quite chaotic here. Okay, I've come across another stand that says Hainan specialty, and this seems to be sour and spicy mango. So it starts with the mango, not the sweet kind you may be used to seeing, but a crunchier, less ripe version. It's then added to this bowl where the spicy and sour sauce is added. It's given a good mix, and that's it. I'm very intrigued. I'm very excited to try it. I've never tried mango in this way before, so let's see how it tastes. But I'm not gonna eat it here. It's super chaotic and loud on this main road now, so I'm taking it back to the more chilled beach with me. But in the time we've been away, it also became super busy. The water had officially turned into a human soup. So I'd suggest if you're coming to Holhai Bay, come in the morning. Spicy sour mango. Oh, yum! The mango itself doesn't really have too much of a flavor. Like no bitterness, no sweetness, it's just crunchy. Quite spicy, a little bit sour, and garlicky as well. Oh, this is really, really good. Not having too much, this is just a bit of a snack, because later we have a real feast coming. We are on our way to a New Year's Eve party here at our hotel. And yeah, it's costing an exorbitant amount of money. It's quite expensive. But you know the pressure on New Year's Eve, how you want to do something special. Here, all of our friends are, so we're all going to be celebrating together in the same place, and all food and drinks are included, so that takes a bit of the sting off the price. But yeah, I hope it's nice for the price that it is. So here's the New Year's party we're going to. New Year's Eve party. Crazy. So we've got a little private room over here for us. We've got a big group of expats from Chongchun. Ooh. Oh, this is so nice. Hello. So we have this beautiful long table here and this private room, which is just gorgeous. And outside is where the magic really begins. We have this amazing buffet. You will not believe the food that we've got on display. The fun starts over here, where we have a pasta station where you can choose what kind of sauce, what kind of pasta, and what kind of seafood you put inside. And you bet I'll be going for lobster. You've got soups, Western-style roast meats and potatoes. You can even point to the raw meat you want and instruct them how you'd like it cooked. And then over here, you've got my idea of roast meats. Oh my gosh, we also have roast goose. Holy moly, roasted goose, roast chicken, roasted duck, and look at them all lined up there. And we also have all the sauces, plum sauce, sweet chili sauce, white sugar, oh my gosh. I've only seen a quarter of it, but this is already the most impressive buffet I've ever seen in my life. There's literally all my favorite foods here.
Wow, it's insane.
Have you seen a buffet like this before?
Oh, never.
What have you got here? Salad.
Salad first, yeah.
Don't waste room on vegetables. I think I need to be strategic about this because I only have a certain amount of stomach space. So I think I need to take this in stages. Stage one, I think I want sashimi and sushi. So let's start with that. You know what? Let's get our money's worth. So it seems like everyone has the same idea, getting a small plate first and then really pacing ourselves throughout the meal. Oh, not me. I'm not sure what my second plate will be. I think maybe duck. Duck and goose. Gimme, gimme, gimme. Oh, there's no plate big enough for what I need. Some nice juicy pieces of duck and goose here. And I'm gonna go in for some plum sauce because that's my favorite thing to have my duck and goose with. A little bit sweet, a little bit sour. What a absolute dream. You know what, let's go for another piece of duck. Mission accomplished. Next step, pasta. People were telling me, no, don't go for pasta because it's too carby, it'll fill you up too quickly. But I can't resist. This is the first time I've ever seen a pasta station in a buffet. And it's got lobster in it. I went for the tomato sauce because lactose intolerance, but they also had a creamy white sauce too. As for my choice of pasta, of course penne. And you know what's great about this? It's more seafood than pasta. And as for the lobster inside, unbelievable. That lobster is so fresh. It's actually my first time having seafood here in Sanya. I know that Sanya is supposed to be very, very famous for seafood because it's right near the sea, obviously. But yeah, finally enjoying it. That's amazing.
Shrimp.
But does it have butter on it?
No. It's oil.
Yeah? Are you sure?
Yeah, it's fine.
Really? Because if you make me sick on New Year's Eve, I'm gonna kill you.
Have it.
Nah.
No, it's oil. It's just oil. Yeah.
I don't want diarrhea on New Year's Eve. I just do not want this. Anyway, not long later, it was time for my next course. The theme of this plate here is the Christmas dinner I never had. You know, I was sick in bed with COVID for Christmas and I didn't get to enjoy all my favorite roast meats like I would at home, but I'm gonna do it now and I'm gonna pretend it's Christmas, at least for the next 10 minutes. Now, this reminds me of Australia. Ah, lamb chop, the taste of home. At a certain point, after many, many plates of food, it was time for the second part of the evening. Also, at this point, my channel found itself 2 new hosts.
Upstairs to the party.
We are going to the party upstairs.
Yes, for New Year.
New Year party upstairs, right on the roof. It's going to be really nice. Are you excited?
And loud. Yes.
It's going to be loud.
I'm really excited.
It's almost going to be 2023. Can you believe
it? In 3 hours or 4?
In 3 hours.
We gotta have New Year. Here's the party. I'm so happy.
The next 3 hours went in a blur, and before I knew it, it was almost New Year. My friend Christina earlier that evening told me it's a Mexican tradition to eat 12 grapes at midnight, and every grape represents a wish for the new year. I loved this idea, so I ordered us a few kilos of grapes. 3, 2, 1. So the new year arrived, it's officially 2023. We all started munching on our grapes, making wishes. It was such a nice night, a super memorable New Year's Eve. Well, that's gonna be it from me, guys. Thank you for sticking with me throughout 2022, and I can't wait to see you guys all in the new year. I'm wishing all the best for you, for every single one of you, wherever you're watching from, for the year ahead. I hope it brings nothing but the best for you. Happiness, health, all the things. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.